Fair use, fair use. This is for teaching, scholarship, research, criticism, comment, news reporting, not for monetary gain. Fair use, fair use.
Where he's white, and he said, even if they put us into white areas, we had to get a quota of arrests. We didn't want to arrest white people because they could turn out to be powerful. We'd always go to the black neighborhoods, no matter where you were assigned, and just arrest people. Who cares? You got to make the quota because it's part of your job. And he said, did you think all black people in this country were lying all this time? No. We abused them. And partly because of racism, partly because they have no power. And so that's the reality of America. And the only people who deny it are the ones who kind of like that reality and don't want to get woken up to it. And they just want to say, hey, look, let the cops do what they're going to do. We need cops and law and order. And then whenever you do law and order on somebody on their side and go, hey, maybe Trump or one of his cronies should be arrested for their corruption, instead of going, no, we don't want law and order. Oh, I see. So you just wanted to be able to brutalize minorities in this country and not be discomforted by it, and that's what you hire the cops to do. So that's just the reality of America. This is one of the hundreds of cases we've covered alone, let alone all the ones that are out there that when they attack black people after they've been murdered, when they did absolutely nothing wrong, you're pushing us to the limit. And what do I mean by that? You're asking us to talk about history, the history of the South. This is in Georgia. What happened in Georgia? There were savages in Georgia. It was the ancestors of the white right-wingers. They were absolute savages. They murdered people. They lynched people. They raped people. They enslaved people. They took babies from their mothers and sold them as property. You want to talk about savages? Your ancestors were the biggest savages the world has ever seen. So don't you dare call a black man a savage after you murdered him. Don't you dare do that. I'm so sick of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them. For God's sake, you want to do racist stereotypes? If it fit anywhere, and it doesn't. But if it fit anywhere, it would certainly fit white right-wingers in the South, who has hundreds of years of history of being savages. Savages! They snatched babies, and they sold them as property, and they raped their mothers. Savages! That's what they were. You want to talk about stereotypes? Screw all of you!
Perfect. Now let's get into these scriptures that shows how these Edomites been savages. See, that's why they want to hide their identity, because they knew it was going to trace all of their history. That's why Trump trying to get rid of the history now. But we're going to first give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekakadash. Yahweh been the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shah been the name of his only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now, let's jump right into these scriptures and show how these people been savages. Now, when you go into Psalms with King David, let's start with King David and get his breakdown of these so-called white peoples who are certified Edomites. This is Psalm 52:1. It says, a Psalm of David, when Doeg the Edomite came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Amalek, Ahimelech. So he pretty much was saying that David was conspiring with the high priest against King Saul. This is what the Edomite Doeg was telling King Saul. They're conspiring against you. So David, addressing this situation, is talking about this Edomite. He says, Verse 2, your tongue devises mischief like a sharp razor working deceitfully. You love evil more than good. See, they've been loving to be savages. They love to be a savage. This ain't something that they just did out of mistake or was taught to do by their parents. No, this is in their bloodline. They love to be savages. It says, and lying, so they love telling a lie too. Rather than to speak righteousness, you love all devouring words, O you deceitful tongue. So David is going in on these Edomites because people want to say, oh, King Saul, King David, King Saul, King David. No, King David understood that the Edomites was operating, see, on the scene, because what had happened, King Saul had kept those Edomites around because David was told that he gonna get the crown because King Saul didn't kill the Edomites. In 1 Samuel 15, it was told that King Saul to kill all these Amalekites. King Saul kept the jokers around, man. And Samuel had went in there and chopped one of them up because King Saul didn't want to get rid of them. But the Lord had put this evil spirit on King Saul, and now guess who he click up with? The Edomites. So King David was always going in on the Edomites. The Edomites always been harassing King David, taking his children into captivity. And when he went to the Philistines city of pretty much that they let him have. Now let's look at verse chapter 58, because this is who he's talking about. He's not talking about nobody else but these Edomites. It says verse 2, in heart you work wickedness. See, in their mind they want to work wickedness. See, they want to be some savage animal, beasts. Say, you weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. So he say, wait, and that I want to get another translation on that one and see how they word that one, because that's probably gonna be a powerful one right there. Look at what they done did in the earth. Put it on the scale, weigh it. See, that's why it says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Where, if not, he said, if not, where and who is it? Put it on the scale, weigh it, and see who is the wicked peoples on the earth, man. It's the Edomites. Verse 3, it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They get it from their forefather Esau. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. This is why they call him a serpent in Revelation. See, you can't skip past this verse. You done went all the way back to a freaking Genesis, when the Edomites have been calling dragons and serpents multiple times. We gonna skip past the adversary, the real Satan of the Israelites, who been Satan, the adversary of the Israelites, all from Genesis when they came out of Egypt, all the way to the Roman time when they was ruling over Yahushua and piercing him in the side. You're going to skip all over that and say, you know what? I think the serpent is a fallen angel. You're a serpent lie. The Edomites been that serpent. Now, when you go into, the red dragon, we can get some on that to show how these jokers been murderers, man. But let's get some more into the savagery of these people. Now, let's go into Exodus and show how, you know what, I'm gonna skip Exodus for right now. Let's go into Obadiah, Jeremiah, and show these savages, man. See, they on a whole nother level, and these people don't understand it. It's Jeremiah 49, and I want to get verse 9. See, start at verse 9. Key scriptures. It said, if grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they had enough. Okay. See, they don't just destroy a little bit. They're going to destroy everything. They're going to be total savagery and steal and rape, rob, and take everything. This is why they were trying to, this is what they want to hide, that they are the savages. And they want to project that crap on somebody else when that's their character the whole time. They insecure from being a savage, and they want to project it on somebody else. Now, verse 10, it says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. See, his savagery is going to expose him. This is why King David said, weigh their wickedness on the scale. Put it on the scale, weigh it. Let's see who is the wicked of the earth. If it ain't these Edomites. See, Esau can't hide because his savagery is going to expose him. Because they going to try to say, oh, it died off. See, he exterminated them already. They already died off. Nope, they ain't already died off. They still here rape, robbing, and murdering and being savages. Okay, let's go into, let's see here. Make sure we got all that meat off the bone when it comes to savagery. Yeah, let's go into, Salakia. That was Jeremiah 49 and 9, I think it's 16. It says to make a statement about these Edomites. 16, it says, your terribleness have deceived you. See, you thought you gonna be a savage, and nobody gonna be able to find out. Nobody gonna realize who you are. They're not gonna be able to look at the history and say, well, these Edomites still around, man, because they the worst savages of all. Your terribleness have deceived you in the pride of your heart. See, they savagery make them think that they ain't gonna be exposed. Okay, now it's another one that break down these dragons. We know Obadiah. The Lord, that's why the Lord had to make a whole book about them. See, he says the same thing that he said in Jeremiah, and look how it's organized. As soon as he showed that they savagery, he gonna say they're gonna try to hide their savagery. They're gonna try to hide the fact that they are the savages of the earth. Verse 5, it says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night hard thou cut off, would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? See, he's going to try to hide the fact that he is a savage. That's why Trump is in there talking about, we going to go in the museums and take out all the evidence that we savages. We don't want people to know that we savages. We want them to think that we some nice white Jesus serving, turn the other cheek Christian. See, this is what they want people to. We want people to think that we some Jewish bowing down, putting our pecker in a rock peoples. We don't want people to know that we savages. We coming from the Esau. And let's go to the root of the situation too. Genesis 25, and I think it's 27, But let's get who they are. Verse 25. The first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. They red from head to toe. They got leprosy, albinism. You see their blood under their skin. It says, and they called his name Esau. Okay, verse 27. That's the one I wanted. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. See, he loved to lie, and he loved to kill. See, he was a liar and a murderer from the beginning, a man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tent. See, this is what's going on, man. These people trying to hide the fact that they're a bunch of savages. Let's get in 2nd Ezra, because it shows how these are the people. We can get into Habakkuk too. You know what? Let's get Habakkuk first, since I'm right here. Habakkuk 2, and I'm going to start with 4. But you see verse 3, that you know that this is going to be exposed in the end. See, in the end of their kingdom, when their kingdom is in $200 trillion worth of debt, and they about to kill each other, Russia and America, it's going to come out that they are a bunch of savages. Verse 4, it says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, because he is a freaking savage. Now, when you go into Russia, who was they sending to Georgia? Well, this man was saying that they're a bunch of savages, that they was in Georgia hanging and raping and killing people's babies. When did where was they coming from? Why do they call Georgia, Russia? See, these Russians over there in, by Ukraine and Russia and Khasaria and all of that crap, this is where the savages was coming from. And they were sending their prisoners and their thugs and they ultimate high-level savages. They were sending them over here to Babylon to deal with these Israelites, to put them into submission, beat the native and the memory out of their whole spirit. It says, his soul that was lifted up is not upright in him. Verse 5, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine. See, he loved to tell a full-faced lie. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death. See, that's how savage he is. He like a walking dead man. See, walking death. That's why he was the pale horse in Revelation. See, this is what death and hell is in Revelation 20. That was thrown into the lake of fire. See, you can't throw hell in the lake of fire. So who is this person that's been thrown in hell? Thrown in the lake of fire. Because hell and death was a nation of people. This is what people not understanding. And they are a bunch of savages. It says, cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. What was these dragons, these savages in America doing? And adding the EU, all the EU nations and NATO nations, they bringing everybody to their nation. The Hamites flocking to them, the East Indians flocking to them, the Chinaman flocking to them. See, the Arabs flocking to him. Everybody going to his nation to try to make some money with him. Now look at verse 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him? See, call him a freaking savage, and say, woe to him that increase that which is not his. How long? And to him that have laden himself with thick clay. See, now they got $200 trillion worth of debt, and they mad. See, and they being exposed on a high level. That's why you got the Arab man that look like he Ishmael or somebody, and he's saying, hey man, these people are savages who will go around and do these things. And the Lord gave them that ability so he could set they behind up. See, they thought they were going to just get away with it. No, his savagery is going to expose him. Look at verse 8. See, because you have spoiled many nations, and the remnant of the people shall spoil you, because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city, and all that dwell therein. See, it was going to expose him. Say, this is the savage. King David say, weigh these Edomites, weigh the wickedness of all the peoples of the earth, and you're going to see that this wicked is the so-called white man. You're going to see who the Edomites is, because they like that from the womb. See, Esau was raised up, like in Romans, he said, I raised them up for this purpose. I was long suffering with these Edomites, see, until I destroyed their behind. I let them rise up to the top level. What's that, Daniel 4:17? The base man, I put the base man up on the kingdom, above the kingdom, and rose them up. Look at Proverbs 16:4. It says, the Lord have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. See, he rose these Edomites up to the level that they is now, so we can show people who is the wicked. See, I got a record on you, just like the FBI do these dope boys. See, we gonna let you sell dope, and once you get to the highest level, in 7 years, we got all this data on your behind. We got a long rap sheet, as they call it. Now we can lock your behind up for 30 years because you want to be an idiot for 7 years, and we got all your records. See, we're going to let you go. We're going to let you get it in. See? Let you get it in for 7 years, and when we see that bank account, you try to sneak and get a bank account with $10,000, a bell going to go off. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, we got us one. He ain't got no job. And if he had a job, he wouldn't be stacking up no $10,000 in no banking account. See, they'll be robbing him for his time and his money. Let's get some more on these savages, man. This is Psalms 137. We got to get that in, showing who are these people that's got a melting pot. What is the Bible calling them? This Psalm 137:7, it say, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Okay, remember these savages that was sitting there when the Babylonians was kicking our behind. So we gonna even name you after these Babylonians. It says, verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. See, you gonna come after Babylon, and you gonna kick the Israelites behind. So guess what? We gonna kick your behind. It says, happy is he that reward you as you have served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dash his little ones against the stone. Because you was a savage and did it to our peoples. Okay. And the Lord set them up to do these things. He raised them up, and it was going to expose them. Now let's get 2nd Ezra, because it says it the best. 2nd Ezra 11. And it identifies who these peoples are. See what they bald eagle. Let's see what this American bald eagle is all about. Verse 5, it said, moreover I beheld, and lo, an eagle flew with her wing feathers, and reigned upon the earth, and over them that dwell therein. See, they say it identified us right there in 2nd Ezra 11. Tell you what, take it out of that Bible, man. Don't let them people get a hold of that. Take that out of the Bible. Because when they go to church, they're going to tell them to read the Bible every day. See, so take that thing out of the Bible. Don't let them tell there's something wrong with that book. And they got some kind of witchcraft going on in that book. You tell them to take it out of there. 1983, the Bible Destruction Group, take it out. I'm not in 1983, 1883. Okay, jump down to verse 40. Get right to the point. It says, and the fourth came. This is the fourth beast in Daniel chapter 7. And overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness. See, great savagery that they was expressing. And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. Savages. See, they were doing savagery to the highest level. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit, for the earth he have not judged with truth. See, these peoples are the ones that is the savages. 42, it say, for you have afflicted the meek. See, you were selling these girls for wine, and like Joel chapter 3 and 3 say, and giving a boy for a harlot, butt breaking men, butt breaking these little boys, turning them into homos. So now you got a bunch of destroyed men slaves on your plantation, like General, what's the guy, George Carver, George Washington Carver, when they chopped his pecker off, and so he wouldn't sleep with their daughter, and he's sitting around talking like a girl with a squeaky voice. It says, what is it? Thou have hurt the peaceable. Thou have loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and have cast down the walls of such as did you no harm. See, they savages, man. The Native Americans weren't doing them no harm. See, the Native Americans started fighting back when they saw that these folks would come and take their women, rape them. See, try to force themselves on the land, make a treaty with them, and then say, nah, we ain't holding up to that treaty. Okay, this is how these peoples are. They are the savages of the earth. And when you go into Revelation 13, this is who the dragon and the beast is. See, because you think you're going to war with somebody, and you think you're going to be a savage to somebody like them, and you done got your mind twisted. Verse 4 says, they worship the dragon who gave power to the beast. See, the dragon and the beast, the same thing, the same people, the same savages. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to war with him? See, nobody can war with these dragons with their EU and NATO. You run up against EU and NATO, and he gonna find out what a savage is all about. Verse 7, it says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints. See, he can be a savage and kick the saints behind. See, the Lord gave him that. When you go into Leviticus 26, say, if you disobey me, I'm going to bring terror on your behind. I'm going to bring a nation to kick your behind. And they're going to be some savages. And to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindred. That kindred meaning the 12 tribes of Israel. When you go into the Greek word for that kindred, it meant the 12 tribes of Israel. And tongues and nations. Okay. These are the savages. And let's get that Deuteronomy. And it explains who was going to take the Israelites into slavery. This Deuteronomy 28 and 49, starting at 49, it says, the Lord shall bring a nation against you from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. There go that American bald eagle again. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce continents. These straight savages. Mouth all rotten, drinking liquor. They was drinking so much liquor, man, it didn't make no sense. Which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. See, they'll rape old women like they were doing in World War II. See, going around raping the 60-year-old women. The French, bunch of perverts, man. It says, not show favor to the person of old, nor show favor to the young. Messing with the old women, messing with the children, like Jeffrey Dahmer and these perverts, Bundy, sitting around humping on dead bodies and crap, humping on animals, bestiality. What Job 30:30 said, you can leave them with the dogs of your flock, because they'll sit around and hump on a dog, and a woman kissing on animals and dogs, and the women humping on the animals. That lets you know it's a bloodline. I see if the men just was a bunch of savages and perverts, the women right along with them, man. The daughters come out, want to hump on an animal, and a dog get caught humping on the animal. See, so it ain't just the men, it's the women too. Let you know it's in the bloodline. They come out telling a bunch of lies. See, little bitty girls lying, talking about all kind of stuff, man. They done got caught telling lies, and probably got many them slaves strung up to a tree because she want to go and tell a lie, and the daddy get in his feelings and go to stringing folks up. This is who the savages is, man. And people just don't understand the Bible. They want to think people just mad. Ain't nobody mad about these people. We was told to expose these dragons, and that's what we gonna do. He could have told us to forget about it, but he didn't tell us to forget about it. He said, remember Edom, O Lord. Now look at 35:2. It says, Son of man, set your face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. See? Prophesy against these dragons who sitting around lying, sitting around being savages. And say unto it, thus says the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against you, and I will stretch out my hand against you and make you most desolate. Look at verse 5. It says, because you have had a perpetual hatred, and have shed blood, and have shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, when they was in slavery, in the time that their iniquity had an end. See, all you beat they behind from the beginning of the slavery all the way to the end of the slavery. See, look at verse 6. He says, therefore, as I live, says the Lord, I will prepare you unto blood, because blood shall pursue you, since you have not hated blood, even blood shall pursue you. See, they some savages. They ain't hated no blood. They was ready to go and just eat, and then they eat meat with the blood in it. See, they ain't hate blood, because they'll sit around and eat that meat with blood in it. That's what why they was called red. This is why they was called Edom in the first place, because Edom means red. See, their daddy's name was Esau. They ain't called the Esauites. They called the Edomites, meaning red. His name was changed to red, and no, they ain't hated no blood. They'll eat the animal with the blood in it, man. I like my steak raw. I'll eat one dude, he eating cow testicles, man, put them in the refrigerator and popping them in his mouth like they some darn peanuts, man. This is what these Edomites do. They are a bunch of savages. Eat raw meat, hump on anything moving, old, young, animals. See, a bunch of fornicators. That's Hebrews 12:16. Esau is godless and a fornicator. See, Azariah say they the most wicked in the world. Ezekiel chapter 7 say that they the wicked of the earth, the worst of the heathen. They worse than them Hamite Africans out there, being a bunch of homos like Sodom and Gomorrah and putting their head up a cow's butt. See, these are the savages of the earth, not the Israelites, not the Negroes that's hypnotized through witchcraft of the so-called small hat peoples who own all these record labels and put that hypnotism, witchcraft, and magic on their brain and turn them into a straight murderer. If you put some earphones on a Negro and it say kill yourself, kill your brother, kill yourself, kill your brother all day long, 24/7, what you think they gonna be doing? And you the one running the operation. You won't let nobody get in there and say, hey man, I want to talk about love your brother, make your brother life better, love your brother, make your brother life better. No, we don't want that on their ears. We want them to talk about killing each other the whole time. We gonna give you $1 billion if you make a song like that. You come out here and try to give us a song that's talking about some good stuff, we gonna throw your song in the garbage. We gonna tell you to get the heck out of my record label company. We don't want to hear that crap. Nobody want to hear that, son. Get that out of here, man. Take that CD and burn it. It's the worst CD of it all. See, this is what they do. And these conservative Negroes sit around and try to pander and regurgitate the talking points of these dragons, talking about a black on black crime. That's the only thing they want to come out their mouth with. Black on black crime. But what about black on black crime? Or what about we killing ourselves? Or what about we killing ourselves? Say, man, get the heck out of here. The Nixon said that these small head Amalekites got the power over all information and the movies and music. So they the one is controlling these Negroes' mind. When we can't control their mind, we can't give our stuff to their children, even though it's spilling over to them, but we can't create some medium where we can talk to their children and tell them to kill Whitey. See, you can't do no crap like that. Ain't no songs out there talking about kill Whitey. Even when our music spill over to their children, it's still saying kill the Negroes. So there ain't no way in the world these people gonna get away with their savagery. The Lord done exposed they behind to the max, and their savagery has exposed them. See? And so I just want to bring that. I'm gonna leave it there. All praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.